Hey! Alright, if you're watching this part of the video, I'm assuming that you're probably watching the VOD. I suggest that you skip to, there's probably gonna be chapters down there, so you could skip the intro if you want. This is the part where people, start trickling in. Yo, Carpe Diem, hello. I'm doing alright, how about you? How about you? I'm still setting things up right now. Let me just pull up the chat and make sure that I'm fully connected to both. Yeah, see, I'm logged out of YouTube again. This happens occasionally, but I'm able to see you through my OBS. So, hey 12, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. You guys are right on time. Damn. Let me just connect real quick to my YouTube, and then I should be able to read both chats. Naki, continue, and we are set. Okay, now I can properly see you guys. Hello. Alright, there won't be any recap today, again. I didn't really get to do that much, because I spent most of my time watching the course. I finally started watching a course, so that means that today we're not going to be doing any rigging. Today we're going to work on making the hair pretty. Pop out activity feed, and there we go. Alright, okay. Check this. Let me just pull up my PureRev, and then I'll show y'all the blend file. It's like, the Blender project. Hey AJ, what's up? Wait, you're AJ, right? Just to be double sure, cause you switch your profile picture. Hey Restex, first today. Let's go. All right. So here is the work in progress. Again, there won't be any very visible difference. I did touch upon the reps, except for this one, just this side. I did tweak this a little. I know it looks a little mid right now, but I'm gonna go in and probably mess around with the geometry a little bit before I let the texture painting do the heavy lifting. McFungus, hello. Hey Restex. You started right as I'm heading out. We'll have to catch you another time. Sure. I go live every day at the same time, so just keep that in mind. There it is. There's the schedule. I'm trying to use Bloom add-on. They told me valid directory for data in the add-on. No idea. Marshall, we're not doing hair particles. No. I've done a video before on hair particles, but again, like I said, this is not the project for that. Hey Splits, what's up? What's up? So yeah, today we're gonna make the hair pretty. Gonna make it, we're gonna be... Alright, let me just write down the steps that we're gonna be doing today, okay? The agenda. Alright. Let me... yeah, let me just write this. Alright. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I had a bit of a tech issue earlier, and now my tablet is out of sync again. Let me just set this up real quick. Nope, not this. 1 second. Digital pen. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. Working area, there we go. Alright. Yeah, every time I restart my computer, I would have to reassign the workspace. So, okay, I know it's too late, but I thought, wait, what's that? Like, I know it's too late, but I thought, I'm not sure what you mean by that, AJ, I won't lie. It's too late, but oh, you mean too late for the hair particles? Yeah, it's not the project for that. Every single character in Red Feathers will not have hair particles. I'm sorry, but you could check one of my videos if you want. Go to my main channel. It should be. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. I mean, are you trying to learn how to do hair particles, or you just wanted to see me do it? But anyway, I had an issue with my old Wacom tablet on my Mac system. It never really worked flawlessly. I see. Sorry, there's gonna be a bit of a noise. Let me just mute the mic. There we go. Brought it a little bit closer to my face. Okay, I'm just gonna tweak it a little. There we go. I should be a little bit clearer now. And we're working standing up today. I am standing up right now. So, okay, I think we should be good to go. How are y'all doing? Y'all okay? Y'all doing okay? Okay, right. I was supposed to work on the agenda list, right? Let me just quickly lay out the plan for today. So, here is the plan. Not day one. Number one, we're gonna convert curves to mesh. All curves to mesh. Number two, we're gonna tweak meshes. Tweak hair meshes. We're gonna use we're probably gonna work with sculpting. You know what? Let's leave that out. It will stand up the whole stream. Probably, if my legs give out, I'll go back to sitting down. I just don't know how to shade the hair. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not the. Like I said yesterday, there won't be any hair particles in this project. Convert all curves to mesh, tweak hair meshes, and then we're gonna UV unwrap. And then shading. Making hair pretty. Agenda. Making hair pretty. There we go. So here is today's agenda. Oh, it's lagging. Give it a second. Greg Teller, greetings. You came in right on time for the funny song. I'm planning my pilot episode, and my overarching story. Got a notebook out right now, and I got my arcane art book to help me out. Nice. Let's go. You will add clothes simulation on them, or what? How are you going to animate the hair? Clothes sim on the hair? No. I'm probably gonna do a very subtle idle animation. So I'm just gonna quickly show it to you, okay? To you guys on the plan. So just imagine this clump of hair right here, and I'm gonna remove the subdivs for all of them real quick and convert them to a mesh. So this is, just imagine this is one group of hair, and we're gonna group them up. Like you can kind of see that they come in groups, right? So just imagine that, let's have the world cursor be there. Let's set up a bone. Right. Let me set this to in front. Oops. So just imagine like a cleaner version of whatever I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna use the automatic weight painting. I won't do anything too crazy. Let's do this. And then we could, yeah, I knew it's gonna fail, but just imagine. Okay. This is bone. What bone is this? Bone. Okay. Yummers, hello, hello, hello. I'm just doing a quick example of. You already see? Okay, so do I need to proceed on with this demonstration, or can I just move on? But I think you kind of see the vision of where I'm going. Okay, the roll is going to be really off, okay? The roll of the bones and whatnot. Again, this is not a perfect setup. Just showcasing roughly what I have in mind. I'm gonna turn on normalize for this particular case. And let's smooth this out real quick. Smooth. Again, this is not going to be a prime example, okay? I'm just trying to showcase to you guys the vision that I have. Smooth. Okay, you know what, maybe I'll turn off. Whatever, it doesn't matter, it's just an example. There we go. And just like that, we can move the hair around, right? And we can do one of these. What is the shortcut key for? Is it this? Yeah. There you go. Just like that. You got some pretty cool rig. Best rigging I've ever seen. If you're going to rig the hair like that, then this is going to be a tight rig. Sure. You should always have auto normalize on, makes your life 100% easier. I guess it depends on the application. There are some use cases where you might want to turn that off. But then again, it really depends. Not all single hair is going to be rigged, so it's okay. Yeah, no. And it's going to be a little bit more intricate than this. I may do one of like, I may do one of these, or I don't know. again, I'm still figuring out all the rigging stuff, right? I'm taking a course right now. You know, I could do one of these, and then paint the vertex, sorry, the weight paint in and whatnot. It shouldn't be that difficult. I think it's pretty straightforward. It may be a little tedious, but I think that's totally fine. When wind pass on his hair, it's gonna be weird. I don't know. I'm just imagining. I mean, you know, to each their own, I guess. To each their own. We could imagine all we want, but we gotta move, right? Okay, so here is the agenda. Hey Schizo, welcome to the stream. Learn something new today? There you go. Again, I'm not the best rigger. Take whatever I do with a grain of salt. This is what I have in mind right now. If in the future, you know, maybe like a few days from now, I'm like, oh, actually, you know what? Maybe that's not the way to go. Then yeah, I'll change it. But that's what I have in mind right now. And the only parts that we have to rig are the top parts, like this. You know, it's gonna be alright. Yeah, I genuinely think that there's really nothing wrong with going about it this way. Again, I've conducted my research. I've looked at some references on how hair moves in Arcane and, you know, certain animations, and I think, you know, we don't have to be completely accurate with how hair moves, right? Like if, let's just say he's jumping down, we don't need every single one of his hair to be floating up like that, you know, like wee, like physically accurate hair. I think for this case, the silhouette is the most important factor, and if it calls for, you know, adding additional strands just for that particular movement, I'll do that. Yeah, it's not a physical sim. It's up to you at the end. Yeah, it is up to me at the end. You're right. It is up to me. Yes, Discord. There you go. I remember when I rigged hair. Yeah. Fair. And there are other ways to go about that too. You could, instead of, you know, directly rigging the hair, you could create a... I forgot how to do it real quick. You could morph it through a lettuce, but it's been a minute since I've worked with lettuces. Oops, it's a little too... Nope. Beauty of stylization? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be completely physically accurate, right? I think the silhouette of the hair that I care about more. So when he's like traversing from the ground to the air, you know, I don't intend for his hair to be like, you know, all the way up. I do intend to keep the like the integral silhouette has to remain, and there's not gonna be like an insane amount of realistic movement. And I think to just kind of back my case, just take a look at this real quick, okay? So, maybe ignore the braids, right? But can you see how the clumps of hair are pretty, like, stuck together? They're not necessarily physically accurate. Like, this isn't... You're starting to get it? Yeah, it's not like super physically accurate. It doesn't have to be. Like, what matters is how their silhouette looks at the end of the day. Look at how still, how stationary the hair is. Just literally getting fired with bullets. And look at how stationary her hair is, right? Like, yes, there are some subtle movements, but sorry. But do you see how the rig that I just presented could kind of just solve this issue? Look at that. Just in the air. And her hair is the same. It's like, it's Vi, you know? If they were to make this physically accurate and make this like fly everywhere, and you throw her, you know, like you turn on silhouette mode, you're not gonna recognize who that is. Convince me? Yeah. Hair moving is intentional. Yeah, serves the story. Exactly. Yeah, the way it serves the story is so crucial. So yeah, I don't intend for it to. There we go. Like subtle movements like these, I think the rig that I presented is good enough. Yep. All right. Okay, so here is the agenda, right? So the first thing we're gonna do is to convert all the curves to meshes, and then tweak the hair meshes to kind of have it go from something this flowy and stagnant to something like this. 1 second. There we go. Whoops. Ignore the. There we go. So something that is a little bit more intentional, right? You can see how it angles right here. Or let's look at Isha. You can see how it's not completely. Yeah, look at that, right? This versus this. You see how there's intention behind every clump of hair. That is what I'm gonna do here. Here in step 2. And then we're gonna unwrap every single one of them, and then we're gonna make them pretty by shading them. And we're gonna be utilizing the tiny hair shader, which, by the way, you can get it on my Gumroad for free. I mean, there's a paid version, but you could essentially achieve the effect that I'm about to for free. Okay, agenda, off you go. Now, let's convert them. You know what? I'm gonna convert the sides first. Okay. Yes, Discord. Thank you. The project that I'm working on is called All Rage. Ooh. All Rage. Nice. What kind of story is it? Is it or what kind of a film is it? Is it a fight scene? All Rage sounds like the perfect name for a fight scene. Now I'm gonna do a full copy, and we're gonna call this Make Hair Pretty. Hell yeah. Bald. Hey Ule, welcome to the stream. You're probably the only one who can say my agenda is Blender. Oh no. My agenda is Blender. Blender has been taking up my entire life. Holy shit. I'm not even kidding. It's either I'm doing Blender or I'm doing research for what is to come, which is also Blender. Okay, yeah, we haven't worked on the teeth yet, so ignore that. But let's begin converting these into meshes. Hey, happy to watch your work on this fella again. Thank you, appreciate it. That's what I thought. You can find better titles. Let's see. And I totally did not just make the name up. All Rage. You just cook that randomly. I'm not being sarcastic, by the way. When I say All Rage, sounds like a perfect name for a fight scene. That sounds like a cool series for just superheroes to go at each other. Orange. All rage. Orange. Eminem. Rhyming words. Okay. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is to collectively remove all of the subdivs from every single one of them, and instead of going through every single clump one by one and doing this, I'm just gonna select all of them and do Alt click. There we go. Now all of the subdivs are gone. Any selected objects with a subdiv modifier on, gone. All right. Then we can now, I guess, apply them as. Do we do it now? Yeah, convert it as mesh. There we go. We've got our meshes now. Great, great. Not looking forward to the UV unwrapping stage. Okay. Now let's do the same for the top. In 1 month, you'll have been doing that for 1 year. Wait, what? My god. Can you make a better name? What, a better name for your film? I don't even know what your film is about. That's really on you, right? Isn't it? We're gonna do the same. We're gonna remove all the subdivs, convert them into meshes, and just to make sure that it works, I just want to do a quick subdiv. There we go. Just to make sure that they actually look the same. Right, they look the same, right? Okay, good. Alright. So we're not going to be working with a lot of verts. Just a good amount of verts for us to rig this properly, because you know, with too many faces, I think it starts warping a little weird. Okay. Now, what is the next step? Right, we're supposed to tweak them, make them pretty. So let's do that. We're gonna turn on the sides, and now let's give this, like these clumps of hair, a little bit more intention. So I think the first thing I'm gonna work on is the bangs. Damn it. Extras. Yep. There we go. And now that... Wait, what? Was it still... Oh, I'm in the wrong scene, of course. There we go. And now we can do this. Be a little bit more intentional. And you know what? We're gonna utilize both the edit mode and sculpt. One sec. The pivot point is pissing me off. Get it out of here. Rupture or outrage reckoning. I thought you can get a better title. I'm telling R because he says I thought you can get a better title. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay. Alright. What? Oh. Right, Z is up. Z is up, and X we're gonna follow. And we're gonna do this instead. There we go. Something like that. Okay. Now, let's squeeze. Or stretch. Any OSRS players here, or just RuneScape players in general? You don't have to be a current player, by the way, as long as you've played RuneScape, because you know how it goes. You don't ever quit RuneScape. You just take breaks. Any RuneScapers? Maybe my pilot episode will be called Climbing Out of the Region Beta Paradox. I mean, I'll leave that to you because I don't know what your story's about. And if you're worried about long titles, just look at some of the animes, right? I'm a long break then? I see. Which version or which year did you play RuneScape in? Which year was that? Did you play RuneScape Classic? There we go. Let's see the little difference that makes. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty. Yeah, but the silhouette is kind of we're losing a little bit of that, so let's not get too carried away. $2007-ish? Ooh. 2007-ish. That is RuneScape 2-ish. Yeah, RuneScape 2, right? I believe so. That you played at a good time. You played at a good time. I remember training to be a pure range at the Rock Crabs, and then they said that RuneScape was about to go through an update, and then there was a countdown, and then something about the evolution of combat. I was like, what the hell is that? When I logged back in and realized that I could I think I needed 40 defense for one of the range armors, and that the combat style was completely different. I was like, GG's. Forgot about that game. Played Dota. Is that Dota 2? And CS instead at that time? I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds about right. You know, one game I've never played was Half-Life 2, that it seems like everyone in this world has played. Never played that game. Oh, Diablo 2? Ah, okay. So do you play League? that offensive to Diablo players? Do you play League? Is that offensive to Diablo players? I'm considering making my main character a part-time McDonald's employee. I see. So what is this film gonna be about? Or are you not gonna tell us? What drawing tablet do you use? I currently use the Huion. No, I gotta Google this. I don't know if it's a 24 or 27. I believe it's a 24. Last time I made the mistake of saying 27, but I believe it's 24. Huion. Okay, receipt. Canvas Pro 24. That's right. That's the one. I'll tell you? Okay, tell me. I game nothing now? I'm old, Naki? Fair. Yeah, I don't play games anymore. I don't have the time. If I were to play games, I wouldn't have the time for practicing the guitar. I wouldn't have time to blender and whatnot. It's just too much of a commitment, right? But one day I'll return to gaming, I promise. Won't have time for the gym. Today I was supposed to go to the gym, but I ended up working out at home instead because I was busy blendering and watching the course on rigging, and I lost track of time. So I worked out at home instead. I just maxed out my pull-ups, did a bunch of rest pauses, blast the pull-ups, and then call it done. I'll probably do more after the stream ends. Today was supposed to be a pool day. Gorgids, if you do not have the time, then are you timeless, Naki? I guess so. Electric or acoustic? Electric. Doing a film about you. The MC is in region beta, a life not bad enough to change it, but not good enough to be happy. She then meets an employee and becomes friends. Slowly she helps the main character get out of her miserable life. Ooh, okay. What time is it here? It is 3:38 a.m. I think it'll be fun to make her part-time McDonald's worker, part-time mercenary, so I can do fight scenes. Could be funny. Ah, okay. Yeah, that would be a fun contrast. That could be a fun contrast. How do you consume courses like P2 Design's rigging animation and rigging and animation course? How do you consume courses? What exactly do you mean by how do I consume them? Like my method of watching courses? Like do I don't quite understand. Like how do I put it to practice? What brand you got? Let me guess. Ibanez? I got a Fender. So yeah, the course has been great so far. He really goes into the fundamentals of like bones and Like, the build-up so far has been great. A lot of the things are things that I'm like aware of, like I know they exist, but then the way he explains it is, it kind of like connects the puzzle pieces for you. Like, oh, okay, so that's how one would think of using that. So it's been really great so far. You look like you play Ibanez. That's a good thing, by the way. Yeah, Ibanez players are shredders, so I totally understand. If you do game, try Transformers Fall of Cybertron. It'll be the best game you've ever played. Or Black Myth Wukong is another game you can try. Yeah, Black Myth. Heard of that one. Hey Pixel. P2 does great with the courses. Yeah. In terms of learning from the course, do you follow along or do you watch everything once and then watch again and follow along? Okay. For this particular course, I'm probably gonna do the latter. I'm gonna watch it through I'm gonna watch through the entire thing, and then revisit the ones that the ones where I feel that would be beneficial to follow along. So so far he has, where I'm at right now is him rigging this turret in two ways. One is to parent the different parts of the turret via parenting to bone, and then via weight painting. And that is something that I already know how to do, right? So it's obviously something that I'm not gonna do myself. But once he starts getting into the more intricate stuff, like rigging an entire character, then I'll definitely have to follow along. But I'm gonna watch through the entire course once first. Yeah. The course is good. I've got both courses, but I'll never start rigging from scratch. I use Rigify, and I'll use the knowledge from the course to enhance the rigs. That makes sense. Yeah, it really does. I may have to do that as well, depending on the amount of time that I have. Maybe for the characters that require less I just spat on my keyboard. The characters that require less custom moving parts, I'll probably just rely on Rigify, but again, I don't know yet. We'll see how things goes. But yeah, loving the course so far. I'm loving it. And I must say that I don't necessarily complete every single video of some of the courses that I've gotten. Because some of them are kind of just like, I guess, less important. So yeah, I do skip some. Or rather, I just don't put some to practice, if that makes sense. Hydrate? Sure, thank you. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put on the reverb. I use Cloud Rig. I heard good things about Cloud Rig, but I know from a rigging expert that said if you want to do anything other than humanoid or really push it, you actually need to learn how to rig from scratch. But for now, Cloud Rig, I see. Rigify is so powerful, it's crazy how much I can achieve without knowing anything about bone constraints. Fair enough, yeah. I've utilized... Oh shit. 1 second, guys. I may have forgotten to do something. Shit. Okay. I'm stupid. Okay. So I was supposed to do something for the parts that are mirrored. I forgot to turn off... 1 second. I forgot to turn off merge. Damn it. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Let me put this in a new collection. I'm gonna call this hair mirror. And then we're gonna slowly move over the mirrored pieces. Okay. Hair mirror. I probably will only be able to do one more hydrate before I go. I didn't hop in until lunch was almost half over already. I appreciate you, Pixel, as always. I really do. Well. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, Uncle Nagi. Hey, Elivex. How have you been? Good evening to you? Good morning, evening-ish? Because it's 3 a.m., 3:46 a.m. right now. There we go, mirror. Mirror. Actually, these are parts that I don't have to... I'll just do it anyway. No, I shouldn't do that. I should be more efficient. I should be more efficient. Yeah, the ones that are close together, just gotta worry about those. Yeah, this too. Actually, this one is fine. This one's fine. This one's fine too. So I was a dumbass and I forgot to turn off the merge before I merged them, before I applied the mirror modifier. So now I'm having to sift through every one of those clumps that are close to each other. Okay, actually the rest are fine. Okay, great. There are only 3 clumps of hair that I gotta bring over. So let me just copy that. To this. There we go. Let me just type them. And where are my profiles? Okay. 8. 14. Okay, 14 to 8. 14 to 8. Zero, 008. Okay. Oh my god. 1 second, y'all. I'll read the chat soon. 008. Okay. $14,008, right? Yep, that's right. And then the last one. Oh my god. Okay, 23. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, hide. Delete. Hide. This one's fine. Where's the other one that I transferred over? I'm sorry guys, give me a sec, okay? I'll read the chat soon. Did I transfer all of them? Ah, this is so annoying. Did I copy this? Okay. 1, 2. New collection. Replacement. I'm gonna hide them because it is hard to find. There we go. Replacement. Great. Now all of the extra bodies that are not supposed to be here got to go. Here we go. And I'll read the chat soon, sorry guys. Mirror, what is this body called? Plane 47. Plane 47. Son of a bitch. Plane 47. There we go. Holy shit. Alright, Scrunch, thank you so much for the follow. How old were you when you started weight painting? Because I started weight painting when I was 10. Weight painting? I have no idea. 9:46 p.m. for you, I see. Yeah. One of my teachers, bald spot. Cancer now? It's really hot. Holy shit. Looking at one of my teachers, bald spot. Keep that for the short. Alright. Okay. So what I meant to do was this, right? So you can see how when you have this merge thing turned on, they kind of merge into one another. Where is it at? You see that? I forgot to turn that off. So they were all merged. I mean, just the ones that were close together. So let me just do that so that they're all not sticking together. Wait, what? Oh. In 047, there we go. Alright. That was unnecessarily tedious. Made a silly mistake, but we're all good now. So make sure that turn that shit off if you don't want your meshes to stick to each other. But anyway, we're good now. So let's convert them into meshes. Make sure to remove the subdiff. Holy shit. Alright. Great. I think this hair needs a bit more resolution. Just a tad bit. Where are you at? Under here. There we go. Something like that. Alright, great. We're good. It's saved. Modeling, you're trying modeling a crowbar. I made a dust foot. Oh no. You need to be French to understand. I see. You probably like killed it in French. I wish I understood. Hey guys, what are some main characters that are depressed? I need references because depression is not a personality. Characters that are depressed? Ooh. Underwear? Oh my god. Damn it, Pixel. Under these hairy nuts. Okay. Ah, that's the problem child. Get out. Get out. There you go. Those are some up. With that dumb pun, my lunch is almost over, so have a good rest of the stream, everyone. Thanks again for dropping by, Pixel. I gotta go now, I'm quite tired, so see you, Uncle Nocky. Bye, Alivex, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it, as per usual. Yeah, y'all have a good one, Pixel and Alivex. Have a good one. Now that we got over that unnecessary hurdle, we can continue making them pretty. Holy shit. Like a mopey, unmotivated main character. Mopey. Yeah, nothing is coming to my mind right now. I'm using a pinch brush to just do one of these. Angry Birds, there's a main character called. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to angle this somehow. Maybe do one of these, and then one of these. There we go. A little less stale. Down like that. Oh. Who mess with my damn meshes? Oop. There we go. Alright. I know this is like a stupidly boring process, isn't it? But it's gonna all be worth it. I have to go, Naki. Bye, AJ. Thanks for dropping by the stream. Appreciate it. You have a good one. Ciao. All right. Let's keep moving these boys around. You too. You. Now let's make this a little bit more angled. as such. W, hey, bot, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Alright, there we go. Oh, by the way, if anyone here is just tuning in right now, and you're maybe new to this stream, this is our current schedule. We're going live every single day at whatever time is being displayed right now. Just keep that in mind. Every day. And this character, if anyone isn't caught up with what I'm doing, is the main character of an original short film that I'm currently working on. It's called Red Feathers. And I'll just leave this in chat real quick. Alright, so the link, it leads to the video of me explaining whatever the film's about. That's really it, right? And yeah, if you want to, you know, support the film, you want to back the film, you want to show your support, you know, just watching the streams and tanking some ads, it goes a long way. But I'm hoping to get the YouTube, like the second channel or third channel at this point, monetized. I'm working towards that now. Let me separate those by loose parts. There we go. Nice. So yeah, live every day to document the process, and eventually, you know, once this guy is done, I'm gonna make a video explaining how you know, every single thought process that went through my head, how I got from point A to point B and shit like that. Can you set up donations on YouTube? As soon as I get the ability to, I'll do it. I'm kind of wondering now if I should have maybe perhaps like recycled my second channel instead of starting another one from scratch, but because the other one is already monetized. But so far there really isn't a way. I just have to wait until I hit the 3,000 watch hours. We're currently at 842. I'm hoping that the next video will do well enough to monetize, to have this channel monetized, and then I'll start the membership. I turned off the membership on the main channel because I felt that, you know, since I wasn't going to be very active, it just didn't feel right. So turned it off, and then as soon as this channel gets monetized, I'll turn it on over here. That way, you know, you guys receive the same benefits as the people on Twitch do. Congrats on 2K subs on YouTube, by the way. Thank you. Thanks, Bot and Carpe Diem. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's really cool to see the channel slowly grow. It's very nice. And yeah, I'll make sure that the next video is a very fun watch. You know, it's gonna be like one of the older Tiny Noki videos, one of the process videos. If anyone here isn't aware of my main channel, then you know, consider checking them out. You'll understand what I'm roughly talking about. Or actually, the first video that I posted on Noki is a good enough of an example, to be honest. So never mind. No, maybe I'll do I want to change the angle of this guy? Yeah, let's maybe do that. Let's do one of these. Slow and tedious process. But I think it's coming along okay. The hair really reminds me of Isha's hair from Arcane. Let's go, yeah. I definitely referred to the way they groom hair. There you go. Here are some good references, right? And here's Victor. Look at the way they groom the hair. It's so good. There's so much intention behind like, you know, those clumps of hair. Love it so much. Let me just put this back up here. So right now I have the character design, job personality, traits, weapons, some habits. Is there anything I should have or you can think of I should add to increase her humanity or relatability? Some habits and job, character design. Wow, you already went pretty in depth with the character. I feel like maybe let's see, you know, like thinking of what to add. Maybe that could come down later down the line when you're like, you know, while you progress with the story writing, right? I think some of that will come naturally. It seems like you have enough material to kind of move on from it now. Could be wrong though, because I'm not the most experienced with creating characters. It is something that I'm actively working on, right? So yeah, maybe someone here in chat have some better ideas, some I guess like prompts to help people think about like what people could add to you know, the character creation process. Any ideas? Totally agree, yeah. Second opinion, I also have very little experience. Yeah, I guess we're all learning, right? Have you gotten an idea of how the style is gonna look now? Let's see. Ooh, there's some nudity here. Actually, let me pull up the other board. Alright, let me show you guys the mood board that I have. How about that? Art style. I'm gonna delete some stuff that could potentially get me banned. Yeah, I'm gonna delete these guys. Yeah, these women are fine. They're properly covered. Yeah, this one's fine. I'm looking at the board real quick to make sure I don't have any PPs or boobas, any areola action. None of that. Okay, I think we're good to go. Here it is. Right, here are some art styles that I've kind of gathered to I guess get inspos from. Right, a lot of the arcane stuff, a lot of things that I found from ArtStation. Of course, Cedric, Ravernay. I'm sorry for butchering their name, but yeah, Ravernay. Some Wayfinder stuff, you know, a lot of stylized assets. I like the way they did the hair over here. my approach of doing hair is very different, but I think the look that I'm going for when it comes to shading will probably be like this. The painterliness, where's that? Correct artist, where are you at? Did I not have it? Did I not put it here? 1 second, let me... Yeah, there it is. It's on my other board. Got some other stuff here that I didn't... It's one of the older mood boards. There you go. Shit, I didn't post her link here. But look at that. So she concepted this, and she sculpted this. How insane is this? Look at this painterly style. Then a lot of cinematography. I compiled a bunch of Blue Eye Samurai stuff. A lot of the scenes that I feel that are cinematic that I could potentially, maybe get an idea or two from. I really like the way they lit the scenes in Blade Runner. Like the way the highlights kind of, like the way it softens, right? It's that very filmic look. Oof. Okay. Then some of the stuff from Nimona, very cool. But again, I'm not trying to squeeze every single one of these into my works. It's just kind of to lay things out to see what feels right at the very moment, right? That hair looks really nice, and that wrath, yeah. Personally, I want to try combined tune shaders, painterly style and arcane style. Might not work, will be fun experiment though. Yeah. Honestly, just go at it, right? Just go at it, develop as you go. You'll eventually land on something. So, there it is. A lot of the Alita Battle Angel stuff as well. More so from the warmer scenes. I like the way the sunlight looks over here. I feel like I might go with something like this for the town square scene. What else? Not squeezing the style, so you take that to heart. Yeah, hey Maestro, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I like the lenses that they used in the Batman. Has the right grunge that I'm kind of looking for. Yeah, like this shot right here. I really like the way the glass looks. I really like the lighting in Blade Runner. Right, and these are kind of like, they're almost polar opposites. Blade Runner feels very clean. Batman feels very grungy and very imperfect, right? And Blue Eye Samurai is just pretty as fuck. Gorgeous. So yeah, that's really it. Let me just move on. Or rather, continue on with the hair. World building. Yeah, I'm intentionally restricting myself from doing that too much because I feel like that will take up way too much time, right? But yes, I did do a bit of a deep dive, and I had to stop myself from going too overboard with the world building, considering that the whole intent behind this film is to more so convey the emotions behind each act more so than the actual world building itself. Blue-Eyed Samurai is Blue-Eyed Samurai an anime? No, I don't think it's classified as that, but it is cel shaded It's like, yeah, it's cell shaded, but it's 3D basically. I don't think it's considered as anime. I wouldn't think. I'm world building for my frame, so I'm filling the depth of the world instead of spreading the lore thinly. Trying anyways? Okay, okay. Sure. Reminds you of Berserk? Blue-Eyed Samurai? Blue-Eyed Samurai reminds you of Berserk? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I feel like this clump of hair needs a little bit more intent behind it. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's stretch that out. Damn it. Let me just fix the pivot real quick. Origin. Wait. Here we go. Right. Due to its explicit nature and badass fights. Ah, okay. Berserk. Let me see. Is that something I gotta check out? Man, I've got so many shows I want to watch, but I just don't have the time for that right now. Berserk. Ooh. Wait a minute. I've seen the main character before. I've seen I think Flycat did this guy. Oh, it looks good. Do I have to check this one out? Let me pull up the Flycat video. They did a crazy job with this. Let me find it. Where is it at? There it is. Guys, look at this real quick. Do you see this? How insane is this? Are you kidding me? And this is fully rigged as well, I believe. Yeah. They do crazy work. Crazy work. Yeah. I'm not subscribed because I'm on my Naki channel. I don't watch with this account. I don't watch YouTube with this account. Okay. Let me just... Here we go. Alright, let's get back to moving the meshes here and there, right? Now. Looks awesome. Yeah, they did a crazy job with that. Okay, now. There you go. All right. So that's essentially what I'm gonna do for the hair, right? Just moving things around and whatnot. I think I'll just do this for another 5 minutes, and then I'll go take a quick little pee break before we move on to number 3, which is to unwrap every one of them. Okay, so let me just set a 5 minutes timer. 5 minutes. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Siri. Thank you very much. Is my camera straight? You good, bro? Okay. Now, let's continue tweaking shit a little. Welcome back. Welcome back. The Berserk manga is very explicit, so if you're gonna read it, do it when you're on your own, not in public. Okay. Explicit, huh? Okay. Is it merged again? What the heck? Oh no, it's not. Okay. Whew. Thought I was gonna have to redo some shit again. Wait a minute, what's this? Wait a damn minute. It's not merged, right? Please. Okay, great. I don't think it is. Yep. We good, we good. Alright. And yeah, once the 5 minutes is up, I'll just do the rest at my own time. It shouldn't affect the shading too much, because we're just moving verts around. It's not gonna mess with the UVs. So yeah, I want to be able to at least document every every step of this process on stream. So yeah, I'll just handle all of the extra work offline, because it's really the same thing over and over again. And I think eventually, I think you guys kind of get the idea of what I'm doing, converting the curves into meshes, and then manually moving things to make sure that they have a little bit more intent behind the movements, right? The flow of the strands or the clumps of hair. Let me separate them by loose parts. There you go. Let me just move that out of the way. Get it out of you. Get it out. Get it out of you. Alright. I'm really excited to see how the shading portion is gonna turn out. Really excited. And the best part about it is I finally get to share something with the people on Twitter. Because I haven't been posting much there since there's really nothing to show. And people over there, they kind of follow me for the Blender stuff, not my personal journey on drawing. So finally they'll have something to look at that is Blender related. I am liking the way this is turning out. Very much. Let's separate down my loose parts and repeat. Right. There we go. Now this guy gotta go down like this. And that's looking slightly better. Let me just move things around here. That's 5 minutes. Alright. I'm gonna... Yo, Briessa, hello. Alright, so I'm gonna go take a pee break. I'm gonna release the yellow stuff. And then when we come back, we're gonna work on UV unwrapping. Okay? The boring stuff, let's just get it out of the way. And then the pretty stuff right here. Can we do emojis? Sparkle. Let's see if it works. Nope, doesn't work. Never mind. Oh, Blender's lagging. Please don't crash. Save your work if you're working. Please. Come on. Yeah, breaking the P. Now I'm breaking the B, the Blender, the big B. Hello? Oh no. Oh. Woo. We good. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'll go do the P. Actually... Alright, let's look at the little differences actually before I go P. It's really subtle, but look at that, it suddenly... It has a little bit more intent behind where they go and whatnot. Right? Look at the sharpness of that. The angles. It's a lot prettier. Ignore the ones below. Don't worry about it. Look at that. Alright. Let's go pee, and then we'll do the UV unwrapping. Be right back. Pasting an emoji did that? Yeah. Alright, bear back. Ah. All right. More volume, right. More volume, a little bit more intent with the direction of the hair, but obviously there's gonna be a lot more tweaking. And I don't mean a guy on crack, I mean like, you know, moving things around. There we go. No, maybe what we can do is throw in an edge crease. I don't know if that's gonna, no. That's a little much. Well, what? It's never eternally done. True. This could go on forever, not gonna lie. I gotta separate these again. Okay, there we go. This back. Alright, we're gonna have to move on though. Okay, so now let's do the UV unwrapping part, right? But before I do that, I'm gonna do this real quick. Let me just hide the top hairs and bring these guys into those collection top. Okay, now these guys on the sides, you're gonna need some subdiv. There we go. Alright, y'all ready for UV unwrapping? Bald. Alright, let's go. We've got to UV unwrap a lot of the hair. Let's do it one clump at a time. UV. Alright. So I'm just gonna... It's gonna be pretty simple. I think I'll just do this. Mark. Seam. Unwrap. Doesn't matter which one. Let's do angle base or whatever. It doesn't matter. And then... we're gonna do UV shapes, UV squares, and force it into a square. And that's really it. We're gonna have to do that for every single one of them. Oh wait, that's not it actually. I'm lying. We're gonna have to find, there we go, where the edge, the root is, and the tip. So we gotta flip it this way. The roots, they have to be on the left, the tips on the right. Love that feature? Yeah, it's great. And then all we gotta do, one sec, we gotta align. Oh, there we go. Gotta flatten that out. And then yeah, just fit it here like this. Let's see if there's a way. Let's not rotate. Scaled. That. Is there a way to pack boundary shape? Is there? No difference. Just figuring out a way to see if we could like maybe pack this and have it stretch into a perfect square. But I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's a way. We're just gonna kind of have to eye it and then pack. Mio 3 is a nice add-on for UV Unwrap. You use normalize in Mio 3, I think. I see. I'm not sure what that is. Let me just look it up real quick. Mio 3 UV. Get add-on. Normalize. Let me see what it does. Alright. Mio 3. Normalize, you said? Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Bot, you might be cooking there. Hold up. Possible in vanilla also? Yeah, there probably has to be a way. I'm just too dumb to transform. Let me see, F3, normalize. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but I mean, this works. Unwrap, normalize. Oh, gridify. Normalize. Okay, what if I do unwrap to grid by shape? Oh my god. One sec, let me try it again. Unwrap, grid by shape. Now why is it doing that? Okay, and then normalize. Hold up. You might have just cooked right there. Are you less hungry today? So far I'm okay, but I think nearing the end of the stream I'll start to feel the hunger again. Okay, let's undo that though. Let's there we go, normalize. Great. That's 1 out of 1,000 hair clumps to go. Now let's do this. Mark seam. Do this. Let's mark all the seams first, yeah. Let me hide that. Mark seam. Mark seam. And we should be good for this batch. Yeah, nice one indeed. Alright, now let's unwrap. What if we do minimum stretch? Okay, that's the tip. Yeah, we gotta identify the tips and the roots. Okay, that's good. I'm assuming that for the rest of them, this would be the root. Right? Yeah. Yep. So we just gotta do this, 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 this. Sometimes have worse results. Yeah, I guess that's true, depending on the geometry, right? Then, okay, let's do to grid by shape. Oh, right, this. Let's do grid by shape. And then I'll just flush these guys down here. These little things here, those are the rounded tips that will not be that visible. It shouldn't be that big of a problem. We'll find out with this batch of clumps of hair, right? There we go. Let's flush. Flush. I gotta do stuff more live. You guys have great tips. Okay, grid by shape. It's kind of RNG as well, depending on where you click, it could determine the algorithm or whatever it is that goes behind this. The processing. Yeah, look at this. Right, if you click here, it goes. Yeah, actually, no, never mind. It's just RNG regardless of where you click. Never mind. Position doesn't matter. It's just random. But I'm just picking the one that just resembles a square, a clean square the most. So these rectangles are great. Good enough for the normalize to do its thing, I believe. Normalize. Oh, that's so good. Normalize. You too. Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. You missed the stream? Why did I notice this at bedtime? Hey, Alk. Just so that you don't miss it again, here is the schedule. I go live every single day. Gotcha in Blender, exactly. So there's the schedule every day at those times, same time. I've only been like late by a few minutes once or twice. I think once maybe, due to tech issues. But okay. Anyway, yeah, they all should be good. They all should be good to go. Let me make sure. Okay, this. Is that all? Alright, so we'll just work with this clump of hair, right? That way we at least have something to showcase on the stream before we work on everything else. So, imagine there's a button to normalize each island at once, right? You know what? You probably could, like, let's just say we have a few like this, and they're all in different shapes and sizes. You could probably just select them all and normalize, right? Oh, no, okay. Can you normalize this? Like individual objects. There we go. Individual origins, right? Maybe that would work. Nope. Oh well. Good enough though. I won't complain. Been trying to find an answer forever. How does one 3D model realistic solid hair on a 3D model for 3D printing? Must be solid. Oof. Man, I don't know if I'm the right person to ask, because I don't do 3D printing, but it depends on what do you mean by realistic hair, right? Maybe start with looking for a reference, like an existing print that gives you the answer, and then reverse engineer from that. Maybe you could give us an example. Alright, so now that we have unwrapped those hairs, we can now proceed with the shading. Just so that I don't destroy this thing, let me just do that shading. There we go. Let's see how bad's gonna look if I were to move this here. It's gonna look a little bit out of place, but that's fine, right? Just do it like that. Okay. Shading. There we go. Just needs to be a solid print. Everyone does realistic hair with randomizer. I need to find a way to 3D model solid hair. Like, You're doing but realistic. The right answer must be to block out the hair and add details to it. Otherwise, I don't understand that question. I'm not sure if I fully understand it as well, but I guess that is probably the way to go, right? If you're saying something like this, then I guess you could do whatever I'm doing, but start with just start with the block out as as per usual. Replace it with hair curves. And then you just keep going. I guess you could start with primary clumps and then gradually add secondary clumps. But then again, you're also thinking about having the print not to break, right? And maybe you could do like some intense beveling work. The thing is, I don't do 3D prints, so I'm not exactly sure what to look out for. I know that these tips right here they're probably too thin for prints. So I wish I was the guy to give you the answer, but I'm not, because I have no experience with whatever you're looking for. Thinner solid hair needs to be printable. If the printer itself can print thin, it will fail. Yeah, I would imagine so, right? I wish I had a clear-cut answer for you, but I sadly don't. Hair shader. Oops, hair shader. There we go. Alright, let's throw in the tiny hair shader, finally. There it is. So that's already a start. Let me just make sure that this specular is a little bit more obvious. And let's move the position real quick. Where is it at? Specular movement, there we go. Is there a tutorial for this? I'm quite new with Blender, like 1 week. For 3D printing, it just needs to be solid model. That's all, nothing else. And export in STL. Let's see if Ruby's still live. Let me just look at Twitch real quick. You might want to check out Den Ruby. Check this. Yeah, check them out. They might have the answer for you, because I believe they have experience with 3D prints. Nice ring yesterday, by the way. Oh my god, it was such a... It was so... it was sad. I didn't know he was gonna go off. As soon as we got there, holy shit. But yeah, this is really cool and good quality as you're doing, but the way I was trying to find is with realistic features and lots of details. Is that possible to 3D model as solid? 3D model realistic hair. I mean, you're obviously not gonna achieve particle level type hair, but let's see. Is this realistic enough for you? Let me look at ArtStation and wait 1 sec, go to my collection, and then let me pull up one of the sculptures. There we go. Okay. Is this good enough for you? Like this right here? And then, okay, this isn't hair, but this is so sick, I just gotta show y'all. Is this enough for you, Slendy? Because with hair like this, you probably could get away with sculpting. You just gotta get good at it, you know. Is this... Only printer that could do that level is resin for very thin and small details. I see. Oh, you can't see it? I'm dumb. Sorry. Hey, Fricteller. Fricteller. I got a resin printer making a 1:12 action figure of myself. Ooh, I see. Not picking? Okay, what about this? Is this realistic enough? There seems to be a little bit of a delay, so sorry if it's real good. Then you could probably get away with... What did I do? You could probably get away with sculpting, right? So I would say go about it something like this. 1 second. Like, let's just say you're sculpting, blah blah. Then you could maybe, like, once you're done with that. So I guess the way to go about this is to just look for sculpting tutorials. There are a lot of good ones on the internet. Then you could probably maybe mask. You know, obviously do a more intricate, careful job than what I'm doing right now. And then you could probably start from there. You could do a mask, extract, and then oops. Do one of these and remesh it, and then start adding clumps of hair. Again, I'm not doing a good job, right? But you kind of get what I'm saying. You could start blocking out the hair, like work with bigger primary shapes and whatnot, and then when you're done with like a clump of hair, you could then probably go in and start using your brushes and whatnot, like sharp brushes. Maybe check out Specular. He may have like tutorials on how to do this, you know, something like that. You know, and then you start breaking shit up. You know, are you winning, son? Hey, Rain, how you doing? I think so. I think we're about to win. Keep going, bro. Thanks, Simon. Simone. Thank you. Hey, Rain. I was just answering a question that was asked earlier. Looks good, thanks. I think maybe if I put much work, it'll look good. Thanks a lot. Yeah. You got this. So now we're just shading the hair. So let's get back to this. So what I did here was simply okay, let me just do it again so it's a little bit clearer for the chapters and whatnot. Principled BSDF. Alright. So now let's begin shading, right? So we're just gonna throw on the tiny hair shader. There we go. And I'm gonna change the position of the specular, make it a little bit more obvious for now. Likes deserve, thank you, appreciate it. 0.2. So yeah, now what we're doing is we're finally shading the hair, and I'm doing them a clump at a time. That way, there we go. That way, we don't have that way. We don't have to unwrap every single one of the hair before we get to the pretty part. I just want to get this out of the way so that at least we get everything of sorry, that way we cover everything in the agenda today. That's it. Okay. Now that we have unwrapped it and have applied the tiny hair shader, we just gotta move. Where were you at? Yeah, we're just moving shit around. And I'm gonna scale this down. I'm not gonna... Where's the metalness? Yeah, this is a feature that I'm gonna tweak about tiny hair. I'm not gonna use the metallic for this case. Okay. Hey Kuba. Hello. I never get tired of that tiny hair look. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm just gonna make the specular extremely obvious so that we know what we're working with, okay? And then I'm going to... where is it at? Yeah, I'm gonna make it less wide. Like so. And now it's kind of... everything's uneven right now because obviously it's, you know, due to the varying length of the clumps of hair. Obviously they're not gonna fully align, although these 3 clumps of hair, they're pretty nicely aligned. But we want every one of them to kind of be perfectly aligned. So here's what I'm gonna do. It's tedious work, okay, but it's very worth it, at least to me. And then yeah, let's start over here. What I'm gonna do is to move these guys up there, right? The boy will shine like a diamond. Exactly. So here's what I'm gonna do. Now, if we were to create... 1 second. Let me just isolate these clumps real quick. Alright, so right now the position is 0.176. Let's see. If I were to create a new vertex mask, a color attribute layer, let's maybe do linear 0.176 or whatever, and paint this guy. Alright, let's go to attributes. Just like that. Call this specular position mask. We're gonna have to name every single one of them this. Alright, and then if we were to throw this color attribute here, color attribute specular position mask, there you go. It's exactly at the same position. So let's do the same for this guy, but let's make it a little bit more perfect, right? Let's maybe bring this down a little. Yeah, 0.19. And we're doing this for every single clump of hair. Tedious, I know, but it's gonna be so worth it. So let me just change that to properties so that we don't have to keep toggling between the different windows. Will you be hand painting the textures of the face? Yes. They changed the name Anisotropic to movement. Oh no, this is the Anisotropic, wait, to movement. Oh no, this is custom. I just named it as such because it's more straightforward. This is a custom shader, by the way. Tiny hair shader. Get it on my Gumroad. And then yeah, we gotta change this to specular position mask. There we go. I think that could be lowered a little. So let's do 1.8 instead. No, sorry, the other way. Oh, default shader? No. No, sir. All right. I'm gonna bring this. Okay, the other way. Hello? Damn it. I'll get used to this eventually. Okay, let's bring it way back. Maybe all the way here. Okay. Can we go -1? Nope. That is as low as it gets. Okay. So maybe what we'll do is to move these hair to match that instead. So whatever the value is here, we'll increase that and bring it down. Let's do 0.3 maybe. And then if you're wondering how we're gonna move the position of the mask afterwards, I mean sorry, the position of the anisotropic specular, we can throw in a math node here, do an add, and that's it. We can move this around again. Okay, there we go. Now they're all nicely lined up. Hell yeah. It's so tedious, but it's gonna be so worth it. Oh yes, Discord. Let me press that real quick. It's gonna repeat it in YouTube as well. But there you go, people on Twitch, there's the Discord. Alright. I think that has to go a little bit higher. And there we go. They're now all aligned. So we went from this, you know, where everything is all offsetted due to the different length of the strands or the clumps of hair. They're now all neatly aligned. And just imagine doing that for the rest of the hair. That's really it. And then if the movement speed is a little too fast, like, you know, it's moving across really quickly, you could just lower the movement speed. And now it moves a lot slower. Here we go. Smooth. Indeed. And we're gonna do that for the hair shader. So nice, thank you. We're gonna do that for everything else, and that pretty much sums up the making the hair pretty part. But we're gonna keep doing that, obviously. And you know, my hair shader comes with a lot of customizable shit, right? Like look at the roots, for example. If we want the roots to be a little strandier, one sec, just let it load. There we go. Break it up. Or feather it out. Look at how pretty that is. Look how pretty. Each of them, they have their own independent skill feature. There we go. But I'm gonna make everything... I'm gonna make the skill a little less thick throughout. Like that, 2.5 maybe? There it is. I think the movement speed is a little too slow now. Let's do 50%. Invited into Discord. And my Gumroad. I should probably do a link for Gumroad. Do I have a tiny hair shader command? Rush! Good evening, Senor Noki. Hello, Rush. Senor Rush. How are you doing today? Let me try it out. Tiny hair shader. Yes! There you guys go. It works. Tiny eye? What about tiny eye? There it is. I don't think... Okay, yeah, let me just manually share the link. I gotta add this to the agenda list real quick. I don't think I have it set up for YouTube. Add tiny products stream elements YouTube. There you go. Good enough. Tired, how about you? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. You're tired? Are you trying to fix your sleep schedule?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to get it out of the system. I think that was an 11 out of 10 burp. Not really? Wait, are you still going through the whole construction thing? Like, are your neighbors still busy hammering and drilling and shit? Ads, be back in 2 minutes. Oh my god. I've been wanting to get a Kit Bash set, but it's so expensive. From kitbash.com, is that where you're looking at? Sleep schedule, I slept at 5 in the morning today because I troubleshooted. Oh no. There we go. Okay, let's maybe add some contrast. Look at that. If you guys want to, let me just show you guys some of the features. It seems like some of you are not familiar with my products. So this is the tiny hair shader, and you could very easily change the color. Let me just do this. Let's make it blonde, right? You can make it shinier. If you want, you could go for that metallic look. Some people prefer this, but for this case, I'm probably going to go for a more flat, shaded look. Play with the roughness. Make it a little lighter. And then if you want, you could also add a gradient of colors. So let's make this like, I don't know, red at the tip. There you go. Saturate it. And reduce some of the contrast, maybe. You can do the same on the top here as well. Right? Make it blue. I don't know. Whatever you want. Welcome back, Rush. Now, I was just asking if your neighbors are still working on the construction. Are you still going through that hellhole? That hell, I mean. Golden. I want to know what's inside the shader? Yeah. There you go. Partially blonde looks sick, actually. Black and blonde, right? This is gonna be the antagonist, by the way. There's gonna be a hint of blonde. So I'm tired because I tried to record a video twice. 20 minutes talking for nothing because it sounds kinda meh. I need to reconfigure my mic settings, and yeah, you're still drilling and hammering. Oh my god. Oh no. Hey Ichigo, how are you doing? How are you doing today? So you recorded a video twice and you're not happy with the way it sounds. Oh no. So, are you gonna reattempt recording it again, or are you gonna, or is that gonna be it? Hey Udin, welcome to the stream. Hello. What time do I sleep? I sleep at maybe 9 a.m. That's bedtime when the sun is all bright and you know, in my face. But yeah, you can get the free version of this shader, right? It looks exactly the same. It just comes in a form of a note tree instead. And I have a video about it, talking about going through everything here. So yeah, get it for free or whatever. You want to support the channel? I'd definitely appreciate that. Nice model, thank you. Thank you. We're currently working on shading this guy. There we go. And he doesn't have blonde hair. I was just showcasing some of the capabilities of the tiny hair shader. And let me just bring it back to normal. Oh, you could also change the value of the specular. Just saying. In the profile, like the width of it, the number of strips. If for some reason you want 2 strips of specular, you could do that. You want 3 strips of specular, you could do that as well. But normally I just leave it at 1. You can change the hue, the contrast, make it like iridescent, or you know, you can be creative with it. Let me just reset the values. Boom, boom. Okay. I like the full black hair. Yeah, it's gonna be full black. While you're doing this, I was just showcasing a little bit. I turned off all the filters and gates and things I had on, but some of the words are kind of silent at the beginning, and it's possible my voice is just tired. I see. And yeah, I'll try again later tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I gotta take a step back. You know, when I used to do a lot of voiceovers, and holy shit, like the more I try to do the same take, the worse it gets. It's like, okay, it starts like this. The second take, slightly better. Third take, it goes down, and the more I try, the more I slur my words. That is when I'm like, alright, okay, let's just take a step back. We'll try again tomorrow. So I totally get that. 7 Otters, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. When do I wake up? 4 p.m.-ish. I go to bed at 8 to 9. I wake up at 4 to 5. Alright, let's remove the metallic. I don't intend to use that. Okay. Do I want IOR? Yeah, a lot of these controls, I'm probably gonna bring it over here on the front. Like maybe make this a toggle, like where is it at? Metallic. I'll just show y'all how I go about doing this behind the scenes. Where is it at? Extra shader sockets. Shout out to Smouse for this little feature. Very helpful. Put that there. Boolean. And now we've got a boolean to work with that can toggle the metallic on and off. So let's just bring it all the way here. Metallic. Now look at that. We've got metallic and non-metallic. So let's call this metallic and bring it up. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, dude, it's annoying. Yeah, it really is. Another problem that I have is I tend to explain things way too much. I need to tone that shit down. So much unnecessary fluff for the quick and simple video I want to make. Yeah, I totally get that. This is probably one of the main reasons why I always script my videos. They at least gotta come with cliff notes. But most of the time I just go with scripts. Yeah, that's really it, right? I have to rely on some notes because I tend to do that too. I mean, the only way to get better at it is to just keep working towards it. But I've decided to to work away from it. I do scripts. I do scripts and stuff, you know. Where is the contrast? There we go. That's so cool. I understand, but I like the long explanations because that means I learn more. Fair enough. There are, you know, pros and cons to both styles of going about things. My announcement video that was scripted as well, or yeah, I pretty much wrote it down, and then I try to you know, kind of like have it sort of memorized, and then every now and then you'd see me in the video looking up on my screen, looking up, and yeah, that way it feels more natural. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh right, but for the Tiny Noki arcane hair tutorial, where is it at? Yeah, this portion right here. All of this portion, there we go. Yeah, from here all the way to the end, where it was pretty much like freestyled with some cliff notes, and it probably took me a few takes as well. This was pretty difficult to record. I'm not the most I don't form the most coherent sentences. I don't know how to work with scripts since I have little to no experience making videos. I feel like I rely on them too much, so I'm constantly looking at notes as if I'm looking for its approval. Am I doing it right, Father? Fair enough. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I specifically position my script to be right above my camera. That way it looks a little less like, you know, like this. But I still, if you look at my videos, I still do that in my production vlogs and my announcement video. But, you know, as long as you get your point across, though, I think that's really all that matters. Just need to get good. You got this, man. Yeah, you got this. How's that looking, guys? What do you think? So are you gonna try it again tomorrow, or are you gonna do it again later tonight? For me, I probably need like a day off, a full reset. But everyone works differently, though. Okay. Let's work on the second clump of hair. Freshly washed? Hell yeah. Fanshare. Alright. Let's do that again. UV editor. Right here. Let me look at my OBS real quick. Oh, I was in the way. Okay, there it is. Alright. Here are the steps once again. You just mark seams on every one of them. Just alt selecting the middle bottom part of the hair. Boom. I'll see how I'm feeling tonight. If I'm in the mood to go, if I'm in the mood, I'll go for it. Otherwise, I'll try again tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, curious to see what video you're working on. Okay, that's done. Love it. Hell yeah. Okay. Done. Dun 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 dun. Okay, good. Now we gotta unwrap them. So select them all. Let's do angle base this time. Not that it really matters. Well, as long as it doesn't break like that. I'm gonna do them one at a time actually. Just so that I have a bit more control. Okay. It's not 3D related, just a review or a guide for a character in the game I'm playing. Ah, right. But that's true, you are stepping away from the 3D stuff, right? Okay. At least for social media, that's what I remember you saying. Yep, these are the roots. The roots are slightly thicker. Actually, I have a Christmas song ready for release, but I want to do a video for it. But I'm not that fired up about it, so it might release it next year. Oh my god. No, Marshall. Now that you've aired it out here, I need to hear it. If not, I'm suing. Conformal, minimum stretch, same. Now, which one is the root? I think that, right? Yep, okay, great. I feel like I don't have anything to say that I haven't already said hundreds of times over the 5 years I streamed 3D. Ah, okay. I see. Well, your 3D stuff will definitely be missed, but go for it, man. Go for it. "20 donut tutorials when?" True. Angle based? Now, which one is the root? Okay, that. Okay, what about this? Unwrap. I think it's the other way. Now you. Angle based. Goes like this. Okay, I think we're done with all of it. Now, we just have to make sure that the roots are facing this way. Let's do 90 degrees. Oops, wrong way. It's the roots starting from the left, and then it goes to the right. Okay, let's normalize them with the Mio 3 UV. No, wrong. We gotta gridify them. There we go. The little RNG UV squarer thingy, UV squares. And then we're gonna normalize this with the Mio 3 plugin. Now it's perfectly squared. Part of a demo I'm working on, it's only 1 song out of 8 right now. Ah. Ooh. Is Jingle Bells part of it? Jingle bells, jingle bells. Making pretty hair for what type of person? Let me just show you right now. I've never watched the donut tutorial. How about I know about them because my wife did. I see. Here it is. So this is the main character for a short film that I'm currently working on. Here is the link to the video that pretty much explains what I'm doing, and by making the hair pretty, I mean making it like this. You know, having the anisotropic, the fake anisotropic specular all over his head. And it's a pretty tedious process, but it's gonna be very worth it. And yeah, this is one out of the 6 characters that I'm working on. So let's continue working on this. No cover songs? Oh, okay, no cover songs. There's only one song with a Christmas theme. Oh, shit. Then what's the rest gonna be about? Loads of people love the series and make cool things, but I couldn't handle it, though. Oh my god. You couldn't handle it, though? Yeast. Let's unwrap. No, not unwrap. Let's make it square. And grid by shape. Alright, that's good enough. We're gonna have to bring these edges to right about there. I'm getting so impatient, I just want to animate. Yeah, it do be like that. Just remember that it's gonna be so worth it. So, so take a good amount of time. Like doing things your own term. You just streamed and learned while streaming. Ah. Looks very solid. Looks like that character needs a little hair going up in the back. It's almost like a bedhead, but looking good so far. Thank you. In the back. I see what you're saying, yeah. It's pretty grungy. Okay, that's done. Let's actually, just for my sake, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quickly just assign them all with the hair shader real quick. Okay, link, materials, there we go. Good. So that way I can hide the ones that are already done. Okay, great. Hide. Hide. You gotta hide the ones that are done. This one's also done. Let me just make sure. There we go. Hide. I thought it was just your art style, Naki. I thought it was cool and stylized. I'd like to think so. This was how I kind of blocked it out to be anyway. It has the grunge one. Let me just let me go to the block out. There it is. Here's the block out, and then convert it to strands. Where's it? This? Yeah, there we go. Versus this. So obviously there are some tweaking to be done because the silhouette is kind of off right now. Like this area needs a bit more lifting. This area needs a little bit more lifting as well. But other than that, you know, pretty happy with how it is right now. Like folks, I might go back into Lurkin. I've yapped enough. Feel a migraine coming. Oh no. Hydrate. Can I redeem a hydrate for you? Coming through, and I think I need to just chill and lay back. Yeah, go chill, Rush. Thanks for the lurk. Hey Krim, welcome to the stream. Hello. Alright, let's go back to making the hair pretty. Alright, so here's the step. Once we have unwrapped it, turn that into a UV square. Well, square enough, right? And then flush the rounded tips to about there. It doesn't matter because it's not gonna be seen. Hello. I've hydrated enough though. Just had soup. It has to be water, my guy. Has to be water, or else normalize. Okay, I just realized that nah, it's fine. It should be fine. I thought maybe I should have maybe evened out the grids to make sure that they're evenly spaced out, but I don't think that matters. I think. Just make sure that that's the roots. Okay, good. Off you go. Thank you. And then, yeah, let's repeat that again. Repetitive. I know, but it's what I signed up for. And then, grid, no, Mio 3. Shit. Normalize. There we go. Wonderful. Let's do this again. Alright. Okay, well, I repeat the steps just in case anyone here is just tuning in and you're not aware of how things run here at the moment. Here is the current schedule. We go live every single day. Every day. At the, whatever time is on the screen right now. Those curls look like slip-in slides. True. Every single day at the same time. And the initial goal for the streams was to go live every day until this guy is done. But I have intentions to stream every day beyond just this character. But worst case scenario, we'll revert back to Wednesdays and Fridays, but the goal here is to go live every day until at least all of the characters are done. That is what I have in mind, at least. Whether or not it's sustainable, we'll find out, right? If it's not, again, like I said, we'll revert back to the initial schedule. Wednesdays and Fridays. And let's RNG this shit until we get the right shape again. There we go. It's literally gotcha, but in Blender. I'm growing a tooth. Should I be worried? You're growing a tooth? Where? Okay, let's normalize this. There we go. Make sure that that's the roots. Hello? There we go. Great. Hide. One more to go. Alright, let's pull that there. Okay. Mio 3 normalize. There we go. One final check. Make sure that those are the roots. There we go. Good. Now, this group of hair been successfully unwrapped. I think I missed out this one. Damn it. Let's Let's quickly fix that. Mark seam, unwrap, RNG. Actually, let's there we go. Let's get that to be in the right rotation. RNG this shit. There we go. That's nice. And then move those corners in. These are the rounded tips right there. Doesn't matter. It won't be that visible anyway. And then normalize. Ooh. The bottom, the left side end of the bottom of my mouth, it's molar. So your wisdom tooth. I think you're growing out your wisdom tooth. You might want to get it checked out if it bothers you. If it doesn't, I think you should be fine. Though take my medical advice with a grain of salt. I'm not a dentist, but it should be. That should be the case. You might want to get it checked out. Okay, there we go. Now we just have to make sure that the fake anisotropic shader are all nicely aligned. So let me just select. Where is it at? How do I do it? Select materials. Select type. Material. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna make this obvious again. There it is. And now color attributes. I just realized that it was blocked. So let me do this. There it is. Actually, now I'll do this and then properties. There it is. Now it should be a little bit clearer. Okay. Now to move this to align with that, we just gotta move the position around, right? And I'm doing that via the color attribute mask. So this is what it looks like. They all have their own IDs, their own colors. And yeah, we're gonna assign different, I guess, like gray values to basically move the position right there. Right? So 0.19. Let's give it a look real quick. Yeah, 0.19 is a good value to start with. Naki, what is a must-try drink from Singapore a foreigner needs to try, or maybe a snack? Oh, man, there's so many snacks. I wish I have them in the back of my head right now. The thing about Singaporean snacks is that we share a lot of similar snacks with Malaysia. Like we do eat a lot of the same stuff, right? I mean, due to our history and whatnot. But let's see. You definitely gotta try Super Ring. Okay. And they taste different depending on where you get them from, right? The ones in Singapore are great. I believe Super Ring is, yeah, it's Malaysian. It was introduced in 1978 and is widely recognized as a popular childhood snack in Malaysia and Singapore. So let me just pull this up on screen. Y'all have to eat this whenever you come, whenever you decide to visit Singapore. This right here. You gotta eat this at least once in your life. Hydrate. Thank you, Krim. Yes, here you go. So these are delicious. They're fucking superb. I believe Jenny from Blackpink tried this and she was obsessed. Valid valid obsession. Now, for drinks, like obviously coffee and tea are like common things that, you know, every it's you can get it from anywhere of the world. But you know, if you come through, go to one of those coffee shops and maybe get yourself a cup of hot coffee. I don't know, tea, both hot or cold. It should be great regardless, right? And what else? Depends on where you get it from too, right? There are those Indian stalls that make them a little bit more, I guess, make them sweeter, make them stronger. You know, if you get it from one of those Chinese stalls, they also have their own way of going about making drinks. But all in all, you know, they're all great. Milo Dinosaur, that's a great one. But then again, one could argue that is a Malaysian beverage. But then again, us Singaporeans and Malaysians, we're neighbors, right? We share a lot of similar snacks. So, yeah, those are some of the great ones. Bandung, let me just pull it up real quick. The thing is, like, it's not for everyone. Drink. This is rose water with a rose syrup with evaporated milk, I believe. Again, probably a Malaysian beverage. Let me just yeah. See, notably, it's known in Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. So we share a lot of similar snacks, but it depending on where you go, they make them slightly differently. But the overall, you know, they're all great anyway. So yeah, there's that. What else? That's all I can think of right now. If I think of any more, I'll let you know. Looks nice, yeah. It's sweet. It's kind of hard to come up with an analogy because it has its own taste, but it's a sweet beverage. Go slows and knickknacks. Go slows. What are go slows? What the? Ooh. And knickknacks. But Senator, I'm Singaporean. Golden. I'm Singaporean. Knickknacks. Oh, by the way, speaking of chips and stuff, you know, I remember trying Cheetos for the first time. Whoops, those are, what are those? Oh yeah, I was meant to copy this. I remember trying them for the first time, and I could not understand the hype. I was like, what are the Americans, you know, going crazy over this for? And then one time my brother, well, he has this like vending machine that he runs, and he imported some snacks from like a assorted flavored snacks, and one of them was Cheetos, and holy shit, they taste very different than the Cheetos over here. And just to make sure that I wasn't tripping, like maybe, you know, I haven't had it in a long time and my taste buds change. Nope. Still bad. The ones in SG is bad. So I totally get it. Are they really that good of a snack? I didn't get it at first, but then, you know, after trying the American imported snacks, I get it. Like, it's pretty good. Like, the ones in Singapore, they're terrible. It's not like they're kind of mid, they're just bad. It's shit. So I didn't understand why they were so crazy over Cheetos. but after trying the Cheetos from America, it's like, ah, I see. Let me just bring this down. Here it is. Okay, they're not gonna be perfect, but as long as they roughly align, I think we could afford to bring this down a bit. Yeah. Man, I'm craving for snacks now. Damn it. I think after this, I'm gonna go open up that Doritos. What are some of your favorite chips, guys? I think my favorite, well, as of today, right? It changes every day. Well, not every day, but you know, every once in a while. Right now, I'm in my Ruffles phase, specifically Ruffles cheese. Oh my god, those are so good. Have you guys had Ruffles? They are so good. Let's bring this down even more, like so. There we go. Goslows, Knickknacks, Big Corn Bites, Huggies, Simba Chips are South African snack brands, but Knickknacks originated from the UK. Ah, okay. Yeah, oh, I forgot to mention, when I looked up Knickknacks, they reminded me of these corn toast snacks. Now let me just look up the origin real quick. Yeah, Malaysia once again. These are from... Wait, but they are spelled different. Doesn't matter though. Regardless, these are great. Let me just pull it up real quick. These. So good. Y'all gotta try this whenever you come here. Super Ring and Corn Toast. These are a little bit like on a spicier side. It's not spicy, but for people with zero tolerance of spice would probably find this a little bit peppery, right? A little spicy, but it's great. These are some good stuff, specifically the cheese ones, but if you're a fan of chicken flavored snacks, then maybe, you know, give this a shot. But for me, I'll go with the cheese. Always cheese. We have a strong licorice candy in Denmark called Piratos. I love them. Also crisp with sea salt. Oh, crisp with sea salt. That is great. Anything with sea salt. Yeah. I gotta have it too. Licorice. I see. Piratos. Let me look it up. Lay's honey barbecue. Ooh. I think I've had it one time. Lay's. But anything... Give it a sec. It's loading. It's loading. There you go. Daisy. Daisy, dialogue with a tier 1. Thank you so much for the tier 1. I really appreciate it. Yeah, all of your support is really appreciated. It will all go to the short film. Well, into my tummy first, obviously, and then all of the energy will be converted into making a short film. So I really appreciate it, Daisy. Thank you so much, and welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you've chatted here before, but yeah, these I think I've had it one time, and I remember. Wait, maybe it's the honey Dijon chips. No, I don't know. But one of these. These are great though. These are great. Oh, hey Daisy, there you go. First message, there it is. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Singapore is small. It is. It's tiny. It's small. It's let's see. How small is it? What is a good analogy? It's ridiculously small. Maybe you could look. Let's look up the population per meter square. Right? Is it? What is it? How do you phrase it? per square mile by country. And there it is. Population density. Okay, let's just put this here. Yeah, that says it. But I guess we can't beat these two. But we're barely visible on the map. We're smaller than a lot of the cities in America, so. What do you mean it's average size? Honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter, bro. It's about the motion of the ocean. Fucking hell. West to east, 2 hours? Yeah. Maybe even less. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Depending on the means of transport, right? But it's ridiculously small. We are a bunch of I was gonna say tiny people, but no, we're from a very tiny place. Imagine using Imperial. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Did I pull up the Imperial version? Yeah. How dare I? Tiny Noki. God damn it. Hey Mika, I just came in to say hi. I decided to actually go to bed earlier than 2 a.m. so I can actually wake up at 6 a.m. when I need to. Hey, thank you so much, Mika, for dropping by. Appreciate it. You have a good sleep. You have a good sleep. My boy being healthy right now. Let's go. The fuck is a kilometer? Stop. The fuck is a foot? What the fuck is a foot? I love the imperial versus metric system debate. No loop back and forth. Metric gang here? Hell yeah. We're so metric over here in Singapore that we go by the primary school, secondary school route, like the people in the UK. Metric on top. You already know. Look up Kota. I promise you won't regret it. Let's see. Kota? Is it a snack? Ooh. Dessert? Is it dessert? No, it's not. I spelled desert. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did that. I can't believe it. Metric is so easy. Seriously, I wish I learned it in the USA. It really is, though. And hey, Ninguin. It really is. It's, 1 centimeter, 0 degrees Celsius. These are all like the perfect system. What am I looking for? Maestro? Hello, fellas. Hey, Anna. Uh-oh, Anna's here. And Kota, are we looking at... I'm not sure which Kota I'm supposed to look for. But I'll just put it on screen real quick. If I see inches, I can calculate. It is an inch times 2.54. Ah, if you got a cm, I see. Which one are we looking at? I don't know which Kota to be specific. Marshall and Anna, they have reunited. My god, my screens are so bright right now. South African? Okay. Oof. Oh. Oof. Okay, wait. Okay, so it's bread. What are these? Macaroni or potato. Potatoes, I would assume. Potato, cheese, hot dogs, some sauce. I'm seeing chili sauce. I don't know if these are ketchup. I hope they're not ketchup, but maybe it is. These, yeah. I would down this. I would down this for sure. Minecraft sandwich. It's food discussion time. I see. Here we go again, guys. You guys never fail to make me hungry at around this time of the stream. Oh my god, these look. Oh my god, you piece of shit. With the gem on the side too. GG's. With the Christmas ornaments and shit. Now this is a vibe. I'm seeing what appears to be jam, powdered sugar, and some kind of I don't know what, some bread and chocolate. Okay. Oh my god. Messed up. Ketchup is evil. It really is. You're correct. Oh my god. Danish pancakes. Oh my god. You're rude. Very rude. Damn. Ah, damn it. That's messed up. Why would you do this to me, guys? No, wait. I'm taking everyone down with me. Now this is not a Singaporean thing. This is a everywhere thing, right? Now, oof, I just gulped. The original glazed donut from Krispy Kreme. Oh! No, oh my god, these are so good. My country's best food. I see. They look pretty delicious. I gotta eat them right now. Too sweet? Oh no way you just said that. You gotta balance it out with the coffee, you know. You must resist. I must. And I'm gonna cut right now. Pieces of shit. I'm gonna cut. Bruh. Opposite? I hate sugary stuff. You do? Alright. Forgiven. Now how do I copy that? Damn it. Why would they let me copy it? There we go. Porridge? Danish porridge or thick bread soup? What is this? What am I looking at here? Wait. I'm having a hard time imagining what this would taste like. Is it sweet? Is it savory? Oh, it's a dessert. Okay. You know, I can kind of imagine what this would taste like because this looks very similar to one of our desserts over here. I forgot the name though. Is it a black bean? I spelled desert again. Fucking hell. No. Black rice? Dessert? Glutinous rice. Black glutinous rice pudding. That's the one. That is the one. So it's pretty similar looking to this. So I can only imagine that it tastes something like this, but I could be wrong though. It's so disgusting, really? Okay. This isn't disgusting though. This is really good. Sugary stuff hurts my mouth and brain. Oh no. That's something bread. Ooh, what's a good bread? Oh my god. Ooh, 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 ooh. Guys, now I would. Oh my god. I would punch you guys for this. I would punch you right now to take a bite out of this. This. Chinese congee over porridge, red bean soup over any hot dessert. That's a good one. Red bean soup is great. Would you take a dark bread type leftovers and put them into water, make them into... Oh, you would take a dark bread type, put them into water and make it into a porridge and add cream on... If you're fancy. What the... Okay, that is crazy. That is crazy. Hope there are no French watching. Please don't punch me, I'm innocent. Yes, I'll punch every single one of you for this. A French sees this, they will shout, yeah. Oui! Je m'appelle! You know, this is... Man, this is so fucking good. I'm sorry to my Frenchies, but... No. No. Is that thing in France? No, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Croissant. But, oh my god. They gotta try this. Maybe they'll change their mind, right? Maybe they'll eat this whole. Maple syrup. Copy? Quackson. Oh my god. That Tom Holland meme. I think you can find it there, but it's not common. I see. Yeah, I was wondering that too, because I was talking about this with Rush yesterday in his chat, and I was wondering if the egg mayo croissant was a localized thing in Singapore, because they sell it in Deli France, which is, you know, from France, but it could be a localized thing, right? Look up South African braai. Okay. Braai. Ooh. Okay. Now you might be cooking. Okay. Yeah, I go for this. I go for this. Oh my god. Okay. Now you're just killing me. Hey Marshall, look out. There's a red wine. Don't down it. Wait, I'm stupid. There we go. Don't down this. Stay away. 2 steps back. No more red wine for you today. Oh, these look good. Can I say something about a specific French dessert? Well, a sweet. Okay, go ahead, Anna. I used my alternate name. Oh, Cappy. So that's who you are in on Discord? Okay. Ah. Canellis tastes like shit. Is it French? How do I say it in French? Ooh, wait a minute. Wait, these look good. Hold up. You know, I've never had these, so I can't fully fight for the French, but these look good enough for me to hold you back for a while. Be like, wait. Now let me try. These taste like shit, really? Accent on an E? Canal. Canele. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try it. Yes, really? They need to be cooked perfectly, otherwise it's a rock. I see. You got it in the end? I did, that's how you say it. Kenele? Kenele. Oui? Kenele? Kenele? Kenele. Oh. I'm not gonna... Without the Italian, yeah. I'm doing Italian right now. I knew something was off. Bri is my country's pride and joy. It brings friends and families together, even strangers. That's very wholesome. Let's look at Bri again. Make sure, because I might have not have it on my screen. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I did. Now these, yeah, it looks very it's like a very social type food. Yeah, looks really. Yeah, so a barbecue. Hey, I guess you're right. Very social, exactly. Cute. Thanks for sharing. 1 second. I think I'm maybe gonna bring these down a bit. God damn it, now I'm hungry, damn you. You're welcome. Welcome to my boat. Now we know how I feel. Sorry, Carpe Diem. Go eat. I will. Oh shit. Damn it, guys. You got me spelling canellas in the fucking blender now. Look what you've done. Damn it. Keep it? No. It's gonna mess it up. It's gonna mess it up, Anna. It's gonna mess it up. Canela hair. It's gonna mess it up. Oh no, I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. It's gone forever. That could be like our little Easter egg, right? Canellis? Do we keep it, guys? Only we will understand. Alright, fuck it. I'll just call them Canellis now, I guess. Damn it. Okay. Alright. Wait. Can I batch rename them? Does it work? There we go. Nope. Damn you guys. Alright, here. There it is. Ah! Okay. Now this is our little thing now. Canellis. This is gonna confuse the shit out of me in like 2 months down the road. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Let's see. There you go. I'll try to model one then. A secret Easter egg only the 30 people who watch this specific stream will know exactly. Exactly. At this very date, probably 4th of December for many of you. But 5th December for me. Canellones are good, canellas are bad. And you gave me the bad ones, Anna? Bruh, what are you doing to me? Okay, 1 second. Let me look up Canelones. Oh, it's common in Spain, Uruguay, Argentina. Okay. Oh my god, what are you doing to me, bruh? Why are you gonna do this to me? Naki, where did you get the name Naki? I'll explain it real quick. Duh? Okay. You're fired. Alexa, delete Anna now. Thank you. Hi dog, sorry I'm late. You're good, you're good. Welcome to the stream, Dave. Alright, let me explain the lore of my name, okay? Oh my god. This is like iteration after iteration. So, this... One second. No BRB. So this is my name. If you think it ends here, fuck you, okay? But let's complete it. And then I had an alias where it's basically, well, the alias is basically an anagram of my name, right? This knock. So if you brought this to the end, you brought this over here, you brought this over there, you get this knock. Now, it was around this time when it was around late this time when I needed a new account, because at this point I was working on both music production and art at the same time, but I found it really hard to market myself to people. So within my friend group we have this like little joke where basically I have like a rapper name. I would rap over the beats that I would make, you know, out of a joke, right? So clearly this was what I went with. But this was taken on the internet, okay? So I started looking for, you know, synonyms of Lil. So obviously the non-abbreviated version, Little, it was also taken. I ended up with Tiny, Knock. I believe this was taken too. I think so. And then with the little Y at the end, Tiny Knocky. And then now it's just Knocky, right? So there you go. He's taking way too long to explain. Okay, Anna, can you delete yourself now? Out of the internet, not in real life. Okay, erase. Erasing these words just like I'm erasing Anna out of my life. Be gone. Microscopic knock. Ooh, that would have been the right way to go. You might be right on that. Restart. Loop playlist. Okay. Now let's just work on the Canelis. Thanks, that was very wholesome. No problem. Pixie Naki. Do you play RuneScape a lot? No, not anymore. But a big aspect of RuneScape that I genuinely enjoyed a lot was their music. You know how sometimes you would have, you would mute the in-game music and then play your own songs. I've never done that with RuneScape. Well, I'm lying. I've done that a few times, obviously, but I always listen to their music. Their in-game music. I always love a wordplay on dick. Don't we all? Okay, I'll go delete myself for the day. See you some other day. Rude. Who says you can leave? That was weak. But yeah, I haven't played RuneScape in a while. I haven't played any games in a while. And I heard that RuneScape 3, they're they're kind of reverting back to their roots, and by doing so, they're removing all of the keys, all of the pay-to-win stuff, I believe. And yeah, I might try out RuneScape 3 whenever that update drops. That might be fun. No delete, no delete. I said it right. Ooh. I can't even English. Tomorrow I have to study and then work until 10 p.m. Oh my god. Tomorrow, Tiny, I need to sleep. Let me leave, please. Alright. Permission granted. Okay. So that's really how this process is gonna go, guys. It's really it. It's gonna be the same for everything else. Let me just hide the other crap real quick. Okay, it's gonna be like that throughout. And obviously I'm gonna do the rest offline. As I just wanted to at least get the gist aired out here. The gist with the heart T out there on stream. That way you guys understand what I plan to do, right? So yay, we finally managed to finish the agenda set for the day. Bye guys, cause cause some chaos in my absence, please. No. Bad. It's a RuneScape. Marshall, lay off the wine. It's the wine talking, my man. There are a lot of cool characters with the name Dick. Wait, I had one in mind. Shit, it's a superhero, right? What's his name? Batman's little guy. Fuck, what's his name? Batman's sidekick. What is his name? It's not Robin Hood. Something to do with Robin. Red Robin? Something Robin? I'm just gonna look it up. Fuck. Batman's sidekick. Oh, it's just Robin. Yeah. It's just Robin. Robin's real name. Dick Grayson. Bob. Not drinking wine today, sadly. I see. No bottles of wine today. Hair looks nice, thanks for Teller. Thank you. You're basically Robin, Dick Grayson. Is that me? I'm Robin? Alright, so yeah, you guys see the vision, right, of what I intend to do, and I'm gonna do this for the rest of the hair, and you can imagine how pretty that's gonna look. There's gonna be a nice anisotropic ring around his head. I have bottles just not opened. Okay. Maybe pull out a wine glass every now and then, you know? Couple the wine bottles with a glass. But I'm sure you'll manage. What does it look like the hair K-pop demon hunters? You know, that's a huge compliment. I love the way they shaded their hair. I'm a collector, dude. Oh, okay. Wait, that's cool. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to call it, guys. I'm gonna have to call it. Let's see. Do we have anyone on right now? Let me just look around. Let's see. Can Rain go live again? Let me see. Art. Oh, bye, Dave. Could also go brain not braining, so tired. Go ahead, Freck Teller. Thanks for your stream. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll be live again at the same time, guys. If anyone here is new, there's the schedule every single day. You know what? I might just go chill for today. We'll go rate someone tomorrow, okay? Because I'm very hungry right now. I'll go chill. Maybe watch the course and whatnot while I do that. I might have to. Yeah, I got a lot of the watching the course to do. Am I right? So yeah. Again, yeah, there won't be any rate today. Again, Daisy, thank you so much for the tier 1. It really means a lot. And yeah. I'll see y'all again tomorrow, so bye everyone, bye, and we have a Discord, don't forget. Respell, thank you, you guys too, okay? Alright, bye y'all, thanks for watching the streams, bye.